Come, my friends. The Ents are going to war. It is likely that we go to our doom. Last march of the Ents.
Hello guys and welcome back. Today we're taking a D&D tree ent and turning him into the one and only Treebeard, complete with our favorite hobbits, Merry and Pippin. Alright, for our base I'm using a flat canvas painting canvas, a wooden coaster, and a cork coaster. Now for the Treebeard miniature I'll be using a Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures. I found it at a local gaming store. It originally had 4 arms, but I know Treebeard only has 2 arms, so I cut off the inner 2 arms and left the outside arms. To create the terrain on the base, I'm just getting up pieces and breaking up some cork and making it as rocks. As the Ents and Treebeard and Merry and Pippin are walking through Isengard, which is left because there are no trees in that area. It's just rock mainly and mostly destroyed landscape. Alright, for the hobbits, Merry and Pippin came in with the fellowship set from Games Workshop. I got it as a gift from about 2 years ago, and I'm finally decided to use it for this idea. I still have the rest of the members of the fellowship that I'll be using for separate projects down the road. Here, this will be Pippin. I think Pippin wears a blue shirt under the green cloak. I'm just keeping all the weapons. I'm not going to cut off the sword, because I know in the battle for Isengard, they're destroying rocks on top of Treebeard's head, and I'm just gonna go with it. And now for Merry, I know his undershirt was yellow. I'm just keeping the outer cloak green and have him placed on the right shoulder of Treebeard. I think for my next Lord of the Rings diorama, I should do one where I have Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli fighting a bunch of goblins. I do have a bunch of that around, so I could probably use that next. Now for Treebeard, I did notice that on his beard he did have some greenish moss. I did use some grass moss I had left over, so I put some PVA on his beard, took the green moss right here, and dipped his head in there, and got most of that green moss on his beard to create the beard. After finished painting both Merry and Pippin, I will be gluing both of them on top of Treebeard, as Pippin will be going on Treebeard's head, and Merry will be going on Treebeard's right shoulder. Alright, it took me a minute to cut Merry and Pippin off their base, and cut it correctly. I didn't want to cut off the hobbit feet off. That'll be pretty messed up. But as I finished that, I super glued both Merry and Pippin on top of Treebeard, as so. And then I fit Treebeard along with his base and just blended in on top of the main base itself for the diorama. I did add a destroyed brick ruin that I got off Amazon, 3D printed. It felt like pieces of, the setup they had that the orcs had building and the Urukai factory. I then put a concrete mix of paint to create the concrete of industry and destruction of all the work that the Urukai and the orcs were doing. After that, I did a little dry brushing with some gray and white to highlight the rocks. And after that, I painted the sides black, and the diorama was ready to go. Alright, and there you have it. And that's how we bring Treebeard to life. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this diorama, make sure to follow and subscribe for more magic, epic dioramas, cosplay photography, and all things geeky crafts. Until next time, keep crafting, keep exploring, and remember, not all who wander are lost. But Merry and Pippin definitely were. See ya!